in this world, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Love you guys. Good night.
We love you too, Jake. Alrighty, that was the best comedian, truth telling YouTuber, Jake the Awake. He just got done with his show. He does thank us all, and I'll play that. We are wonderful
This
subscribers, all
show
of us.
without you guys. Given me, I not only are you Wednesday, and I, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank all of you guys who have continued to support this channel. Not only, are you hanging out with me here in the stream, but you guys are giving me ideas to perform comedic routines and whatnot. So you guys have become a part of my show, and I couldn't do this show without you guys.
Thank you very much, Jake. We all love being with you. That is Jake the Awake, the best YouTuber. Please go subscribe to him, as he just got done to stream for the night, and this is the after party. All right. Aha, lint away and duck cleaning. Yes. And Jake just got done, and of course, I thanked him for his great show. So, how's everyone doing? Lint away duck cleaning is doing good. JP Cruceno is doing good. There was one guy that was on the LaFleur network last night on Shady Davy D's channel that wanted to come on his channel last night, and it didn't work. So we, of course, if he shows up tonight, I will be having him on my show and with, of course, Shady Davy D LaFleur. So that may be happening tonight. I am doing better. Still have that little cough. All right. Yep, and if that guy Michael, I believe his name was Michael, right, buddy? If he comes on, we'll let him on. And we'll do our thing together. So before I start inviting people, yes, he is. Oh yeah, no, he is. And by the way, before we actually get to the first thing, I'm gonna pull up Shady Davy D LaFleur's channel real quick because I wanted to give him a shout out. Tomorrow at 7, I think his time, 5 Pacific, 6 Central, no, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 Eastern. We got the Kingpins bowling tomorrow. Please, everybody, let's cheer Shady Davy D LaFleur out. We got it. We gotta hope for at least 2, if not 3 wins, and we gotta hope they get the majority of the points because that brings 4 points. So it's 2 points for each win and 4 points for who scores the most, all 3 games combined. So that is big. We hope for at least 8 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10 from him. I will be showing them that. I absolutely will be showing them that tonight. Hello, Joe. Is that Canada? Okay. Ontario East, I believe. I may be wrong. Or is that Vancouver? Maybe Ontario's Vancouver. I don't know. You guys know more about Canada than I do. I have no idea. Um, at it. Um, exactly. Okay, I was correct the first time. Eastern Canada. Got it. Alrighty. I did a good job then. So before we get started, on So, all right, let's see. So I have not actually updated this, so let's update it now together while we're all here. Of course, I want the editing pencil. Oh, and then I got the thing to send to all of you. But I'm gonna wait for Rose and Jonna to get here for that. Kansas City lost to Dallas by 3, so I did win with the teaser. Baltimore got their ass destroyed, so I lost. Philly, how much did they lose by? I think I did pick them to lose. Oh no, I didn't. I picked them to win outright. Let's actually do the side-by-side screen so that everyone can see how I did. I think that would make more sense. Week 13 with the fake phony scores. Philly, where are they? Okay, I lost that game. So I lost. And with the Rams, I lost the Ram game outright. Tampa Bay, they did win outright. I think they beat Arizona. Yeah, okay, they won outright. Cleveland, did they at least keep it close? And I picked them to win outright too, and I got that utterly wrong. They lost by 18, so I lost that game. I got them getting 16.5. Seattle won outright, and Buffalo won outright. So those are wins in my column. Of course, we know I lost both these games. We don't even need to elaborate again. I already told you guys I lost those games. No surprise, I won the Charger game. And New England. I think I did win the Patriot game. Yep, I did. I knew once the Giants had all the money on them, because everyone's mind process was the Giants always play New England tough. I knew New England was going to win. Because I was going to pick the Giants to cover. But then I saw that, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm staying the hell away from that. I lost those. And then I won these. So, not great with the teasers this week. Not good at all. I lost every teaser. And then I went 5-4 in the money line. I did not have a great week. That I can tell you right now. I did not have a good week at all compared to the last couple weeks. So, with that being said, real quick before we do everything else, I'm going to do my picks. Yeah, I do too. That's why I title it that. Really? Oh wow! Thank you for pointing that out, buddy. I'll have to check out. I'll check that out at the end. I got to keep the show going though. But yes, to everyone that subscribed, thank you very much for that. I will check those stats after the stream probably. I guess I can do that for a minute too. Washington, Minnesota. So Washington played Denver close. Watches the games. They only lost. They barely lost in overtime, and they did that 2-point conversion stuff. That's another part of the fake phony league, is that they do these new things. Minnesota, on the other hand, has a better record. Everyone's picking Washington, it looks like. Minnesota has looked absolutely awful. They have a backup quarterback. I think they're even on their third-string quarterback. And Washington has 75% of the money. and 61% of them. Here's the thing. Washington has looked so good against Denver, and Minnesota looked so bad the last couple weeks that this is going to be a perfect opportunity to rug pull the public. And that is exactly why I'm taking Minnesota here. So they're -2.5. I'm going to get +9.5 with the Vikings at a 14 teaser. Again, based off of what I'm seeing, I think the Vikings are going to win this game just because, like I said, Washington's been playing good. Even though they lost, they played Denver very, very tough, who's considered one of the quote-unquote best teams in the league. Minnesota's looked flat out horrible. So this is a perfect opportunity for them to have the Vikings win. And so that's why I'm taking them here. The next game, Dolphins -2.5 against the New York Football Jets. I'm throwing that game out. I'm throwing that one out. Okay, I will take this game. Cleveland -4.5 against Tennessee. This is a perfect game for. Listen, I know people are going to take Cleveland. I get it. I think they want Tennessee to look just awful this year. I don't think they have anything going for Tennessee. A lot of people thought they were going to be a good team this year. I bet heavy against, or rallied heavy against them in terms of how I thought the script was going to go this year. This is where I think they do give the bone to the public. Yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland. I'm not going to probably take them to win outright, but I'm going to take them getting the points. I'll take a chance and say that they have something going here with Cleveland this week. Not one of my favorite plays, but I'll take a chance. Oh, God. Baltimore -6 against Pittsburgh. Usually there's been exceptions, but usually this game is always very close, I feel like, or at least one of them is within a touchdown. A lot of people picking Baltimore with the spread. 58% of the money's on Baltimore. I am going to pick this game. I'm going to take Pittsburgh getting the points. So I'm going to take Steelers getting, 18? And I'm going to say they at least hang around. Who knows who wins? It's one of those games where they could have the other. This is one of those in-game changes that they can make, where we come back and trick the public. So I'm going to say it's that type of game. Baltimore probably leads most of the first half, and then Pittsburgh probably squeaks it out. I'm not going to say they win. I'm not confident. I do think most likely Baltimore will not cover that 6-point spread, though. I think it's one of those field goal games. That's going to be my guess here. Okay, here's another bone to the public. I think this is a gimme game. Seattle -7 against Atlanta. I will take Seattle +5. I think this is another give them to the public. Yeah, I like Seattle here. I really do. That's a bone to the public for sure. Jacksonville against the Colts. So the Colts have the majority of the money on them and their favorite. And they're playing Jacksonville this week. And the Colts are starting to slip out of nowhere. And I said if the Texans were to win that game, they probably would. Colts have the majority of the money on them. I'm not going to take a winner in this game, but I will do this. I will take Jacksonville getting 13.5 in the teaser. I'll do one more teaser. But I'll take Jacksonville here. I just think people are betting on the Colts. If that changes, I'll change my pick. I don't think it will, though. I think people are going to think the Colts are going to respond. And Jacksonville, by the way, is in first place. Okay, I'm making sure it's on. Okay, we're good. Jacksonville is in first place. With that being said, I'm going to take Jacksonville. No one's picking them. Not many people are picking them. So I'm just going to say that because of that. Oh, God. Now I'm going to want to go the other way. I'm going to throw that game out. I'm going to throw the Bengals-Bills game out. Now I don't know what I'm going to do. I was going to take the Bengals. Now I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to throw it out. Broncos, because the Bengals always beat the Bills, but at the same time, they have all the money on them. Let's see what the money line looks like. Right now, I don't feel good about taking either one of them. Yes, the Bengals always beat the Bills, but I've gotten burned a couple times with doing that. It's pretty close. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna take a pass. I'm going to take a pass on that one. Saints Bucks. I would assume Tampa Bay. This is one of those again bones to the public games where they're gonna have Tampa win. So I'll take Tampa here. Oh God. Here's another game. I was gonna take the Bears because they always play better in Green Bay than they do at home. But all the money's on the Bears. To me, this is probably a throwout. God, but now part of me really wants to take Green Bay. But again, the Bears always play better in Lambeau. Ooh, damn. And the Green Bay, although that spread's pretty freaking big, I'm going to take a reluctant chance with Green Bay, and I'm going to pay for this. But just because the spread is so high and so much money's on the Bears, I'm going to take a chance. But again, if the Bears were to win one of the two games, they're going to win this one because, again, they play better in Lambeau than at least the storyline, the script says. They play better on the road than they do at home against Green Bay, if you've looked at the history. But the money is just so on Chicago that I have to take Green Bay here. And to end my 14 teaser, and then I am not going to be playing another game. Rams against Arizona. I think this is another bone to the public. Yeah, the Rams are going to win. This is another one where I know the Rams have money on them. They're favored. It doesn't matter. They will still win anyway. They have to have them win. So I'm going to take Rams, Tampa, Cleveland. Yeah, I'm going to take a chance with Cleveland again. I'm going to say Minnesota. A lot of money on them. Houston has a ton of money on them. And I'm going to take another pick, by the way. And the money line. But I am definitely taking Kansas City because I don't think they're going to kill that script yet. I'm also taking the Chargers. And this is why I know people are going to want to take Philadelphia. I'm not going to go Green Bay money line because, again, like I said, the Bears, they always have them play better in Lambeau than they do at home. If this were in Chicago, I would totally jump all over Green Bay. Given that it's in Lambeau, it's tough. But here's why I'm taking the Chargers. And again, the Thursday game, I'm not going to take. I would take Dallas probably in a teaser if I had to, plus 15, but I would stay away from it. Here's the interesting fact. No one has repeated as winners in the NFC East for 2 decades. No one took Dallas to win this division. No one. Everyone either bet on Philly or Washington. If Philly loses to the Chargers, and let's say Dallas, they have them win, Dallas is right there for the division. And honestly, if those two things happen, I think Dallas probably is going to be handpicked to win this division because no one picked them to do it. No one. And they started horribly this year. This is one of those things where they could get everyone to bet the Eagles. Eagles have this great 8-2 record. Everyone bets on the Eagles. Everyone bets on the Eagles. They're up 21-0 against Dallas. They lose. Dallas, they could script Dallas to win this division. And I think that's probably what's going to happen here. I think Dallas will win this division one way or another. And this will be one of the biggest rug pulls yet. So, yeah, I like Dallas getting the points. But again, it's Thursday night, so I would stay away from it. Oh yeah, the MMA, absolutely it is. It's yeah. There is nothing. Yeah, it's all. Again, if you can bet on it, it's fixed. Yeah. So those are going to be my picks for the week. So as I publish this, and I'm gonna who wants to anyone who, by the way, wants to see my archived picks can go over here as well. Here's the link to my picks. So I did forget to answer the question. Sorry, buddy. Here's what I'm gonna say. When I do, it's on this app called Fliff. They give you $5. I have built that into $40. And when I do use it out of that app, it's no more than $2.50. $2.50, not $2.50. $2.50. Occasionally $5. But no, I'm very, very, very frugal with how I do it. And unless if I'm really confident in it, I'm not going to do it. And there's fake coins on the app too, and that's what I mostly use. So there's that. And you know what else might happen in the AFC North? I forgot to mention this. And this, I mean, like I said, I don't know who I'm going to take in the Bengals-Bills game now. I would still, if I had to, I would still lean Bengals plus the 17.5. I think this may be another one where Bengals maybe win this division. No one's picking them to win this division. They may win the AFC North over Baltimore and Pittsburgh. And I wouldn't be shocked if the Bengals make the playoffs, if they go all the way to the Super Bowl. I wouldn't be shocked because no one's going to take them. They're going to be a 9-8 team. Of course, if people start taking them, then that's different. Then they're going to lose right away. But if no one takes them, they may go pretty far. We'll see. All right, so that was my picks. Okay, so my buddy here. And then I'll start having people over if they want to come on the StreamYard. But for right now, we got a video from my buddy, Shady Davy D. LaFleur. He did a really good job with his impersonation of that horrible man, Jaron. So we're going to watch that.
Hey guys, me Jaron. Jaron Globism. How funny. Remember, I'm in the balls now. So if you're making me angry, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I have a very serious question. Okay? So if we go anywhere that there is on this earth, and the times matches, How can this not be a spear? Really, me, Jaren? You like my new mustache? Okay. I'm in the balls now. Let's start the show. Jarenism.
All right, so let's talk about this real quick.
I'm nothing more than a controlled psyop. Really in the balls. Check out this big blue ball. Okay. I'm gonna push the official narrative. Journalism. If you're a flat earther, you really need to hear this stuff. I'm really in the balls. I like to push the official narrative. You know, everybody knows how the sun works on this ball. See, 12, here's 12. 12 is on the equator. All the way up at the top of this ball. Okay? I fooled you all. Big scammer. I showed you how this worked on a AE flat earth map as well, okay? Okay? Journalism. Globism. It's not funny. I'm in the Spaceballs. Hope you like my mustache. My new stash. Okay? Now, the globe Earth can be predicted on every single sunrise and sunset in every single location. Okay? Has a flat Earth community ever proved that? Never proved that? The flat Earth has never accounted for any sunrise or sunset. It's a pretty big discrepancy. Okay? I use big words sometimes because I'm Jared. Yeah. During globism. The globe seems to be the winner here. I like balls and balls in space. And balls spinning around and shooting around. Yeah. Same stars. Okay. I believe the official narrative is on things now. Yeah. I'm angry. Fooled you all. Big scammer. Not funny.
The apparent motion of the sun is not uniform. For this reason, it would be difficult to construct a clock capable of keeping this irregular time. Therefore, a mean or imaginary sun is used. This mean sun is assumed to have a uniform rate of motion with respect to the Earth. The time measured by the mean or imaginary sun is called mean or civil time, and uses a mean or imaginary sun as its reference point.
So in order,
My mustache. And David always picking on me. And Jake always calling me out. You guys make me angry. I fooled you all. Now we can talk about the spinning ball spinning around all we want. I don't have to believe it. I don't have to believe that the sun is 93 million miles away. Okay? I don't have to believe it. I don't have to believe in flying rock debris, flying asteroids, satellites. Okay? It doesn't take magic. We went to Antarctica. I spooned with MC Toon. I got to see Patrick Duffy in his Will Duffy leg. There's Patrick Duffy leg. Okay? It was cold there. Very controlled operation. We didn't really see nothing. Couldn't really go nowhere. Okay? Like balls. Turn globism. Fooled you all. I said I was going to take down my channel. I lied. Fooled you all. Real piece of shit. Love balls. As you're all aware, I usually have somebody in the VIP with me. You know what I mean? Usually have somebody in the VIP. Usually Karen B with me in the VIP. Alex Stein don't want to hang out with me no more. He got too popular for me. But next week in the VIP, we'll have Karen B with me. Maybe she'll give me some stinky pussy. I don't like pussy no more. I like balls. Could go both ways. I'm gay. My wife cheated on me. I'm gay now. I like balls. Making me angry. Making me angry. Okay? So, of course, I like to push the official narrative now. I love balls. Because I'm not, or never was, the famous flat earther. That's shady David E. LaFleur's title now. But the earth isn't flat because we cannot predict it. Okay? Can't predict it. It can be done. It'd be deceptive. So it's got to be a ball. Okay? It'd be deceptive. I like balls, okay? That's it for me. So that's going to do it for me this week. Really hope you guys enjoyed my mustache. Okay? I do appreciate all the ball lovers and the balls. That's it for me. I fooled you all, I scammed you all, I will not shut down this channel. I lied to you. Biggest scammer. Scammer of the year.
Yeah, you're right. That was horrible of me. I am still muted. Thank you. So I promised Kelly Yamaguchi and Rose this a while back. So for the most part, I listen to country music, okay? But I do listen to pop, not the and thank you by the way for understanding, buddy. Not the BS that's played today, like that one guy that Jake showed, that 500-pound man or whatever that was, that said something to Snoop Dogg or whatever. That's all terrible. A lot of the pop music today is just flat out horrible. So I did have my playlist and it's going to be in chat. It is going to stay unlisted because I am worried that if I do list it publicly, that because my parents are into old music as well, that yeah, I may get in trouble because then they'll find out that I don't believe in everything Fox News says. So yeah, it's hard when you have to pretend just to, keep the household together. But it is unlisted. It is publicly unlisted. So if you were to click the link, it will work. But and I'll put it up in the link as well. And again, it's incomplete. There's stuff I still have to do with it. So there's going to be more and more and more added to it. But it's a good start. It's a good start. So anyone who wanted my non-country pop playlist, there it is. The link is up there and it's in the chat. So anyone who wants that, I sent it to Jake and Shitty David D. LaFleur yesterday. They got actually, and Rose, I told Rose they got it first when she was watching us last night over on the other channel, on Shitty David D. LaFleur's channel. That's right, Rose. It is available. And I still have a little cough, but I'm doing a lot better. So, not yet, but when it's time to wrap up, when you guys are, close to wanting to be done, let me know. Because then what I'll do is end the YouTube stream and then send the StreamYard link so that you can all listen to me sing. I will do that at the end. But that will be at the end. And of course, it will be only on StreamYard because I got copyright stricken last time. So we won't be doing it on YouTube again. With that being said, Jake, he did a great job tonight. And I'm shocked. Who else thought that people are still pushing the masking? The COVID masking? Are people really that? I can't believe people are that stupid. Not much. So I'm just going to wing it tonight. I think it'll go better than it did last week. That's for sure. Might still have a cough here or there. But let's see what we got next. I know. Yeah, Jake showed it. Jake made fun of them, rightfully so. They look stupid doing it too. And that one mask, and I'm glad I never saw it till tonight. That one lady had like a duck beak. It was shaped as a duck beak. That is the ugliest mask I've ever seen in my life. By far. By far. I can't even believe she had a mask on looking like that. Yeah, I did have the camera off while I was having his video play out because I didn't want to take away from it. And that's also why I muted myself as well. But where is it? And I guess I'll just do that next because right now I can't think of much. So this is the time. Oh, man. I had to adjust my chair. This is the time when anyone wants to come on. They can. There's the link. And I guess until then, I'll just... Let's see what else. So, oh God, that's what I was going to do. and I didn't get to ask Jake today. I actually have an interesting question for Jake, and I'm hoping I get to ask it to him one of these days. So I know he played high school football, um, back in the late '90s. I had a teacher of mine also play high school football in our region. So I'm curious to see if Jake knows him. Um, that would be really interesting if he knows one of my high school teachers. So I hope to ask Jake that one day, just as like opponents. That would be pretty neat. But in the meantime, right now, let's see. Anyone's on yet? Not yet. Okay, that's okay. So Jake was talking about it. So he was talking about it, and this was when he was showing the guy talking about, how the stores are filming you now, and how they're filming your purchases, and you shouldn't be worried unless if you're a terrorist or a horrible person. The Patriot Act was a big factor in starting a lot of that. That may be, and I called it the worst bill in history of civil rights, because that basically allows the government to spy on your electronic devices whenever they want. So that's why. So when Jake mentioned it, I mentioned it in the chat because it was a terrible act. Even as a sheeple, before I met Jake and everybody, I hated that act. So I was always very, very anti-Patriot Act. Never liked it. I think for in middle school I did because I didn't understand what it was, and I thought okay, but once I knew what it was, I hated it. Nothing good about the Patriot Act at all. One of the worst. Yeah, that was right after 9/11. Alrighty, so I got an impression I'm gonna do. All right, everybody. So here, I'm Aaron Haywood, and you see Holden Smith. He shapeshifted into Adam Mockler, the left-wing, liberal, progressive political comment.
If tariffs worked, Trump wouldn't have to gaslight the American.
See how they look alike. They look alike. They look similar. Adam Mockler, the progressive leftist commentator on Midas Touch. Holden Smith is Anna Mockler. You see the resemblance. I'm Aaron Haywood. You see the resemblance there. The face and the nose. Even the lips, the bottom lip and the ears look very similar. The chin looks very similar as well. Just like Jake and that body and that boxer from the UK. They're all bloody shape-shifting icons. Of course, Rose. Yeah, and like I said, I'm going to add to that playlist. So it's not even done yet. We got more to do. I got more to do. So it's just going to keep adding. And I'll put the link in the description. By the way, I am going to put that in the description after the stream so that anyone who wants to and I'll put it on my home, like I'll try to put it on my channel homepage. But it'll be in the description of the stream. But as you can see, again, Holden Smith is Anna Mockler. I'm Aaron Haywood, and I believe in bloody shape-shifting icons. So that's Aaron Haywood for you. I'm still not good enough to do a couple impressions, but I'll do some of the other ones. There we go. Stupid light. Oh, by the way, Queen Queefy, you know how I was talking last week about how he was doing stuff, privately on StreamYard? Turns out he streamed that whole thing. So I got to actually see him do it on his channel. I hate that guy. That King Steven guy's horrible. So yeah, he did stream himself telling me to rot in hell. Yeah, he did type that to me, and if you guys want to see the evidence, it's there. He actually typed to me. So I'm actually recommend to stay as far away from the machine is a horrible, evil, demonizing channel, no doubt in my mind. Queen Queefy or Queen Stephanie. Oh God, and he's streaming now. Oh God. Of course he's streaming now. He's probably talking about Jake. Oh boy. But I wanted to show what he did to me. I think it was this one. He's an idiot. I mean, so yeah, everyone can see what happened.
In the mouth.
This guy's an idiot. Again, this guy's horrible. There's nothing good about him. Yeah, here we go. Now there's him on the StreamYard. So here's where it starts. So everyone can see exactly what happened. I showed screenshots, but now you can actually see it. And I'll have it on mute because I want to be the one commentating and not this idiot King Steven. So on private chat, I'm like, okay, I made it, buddy, because I was at dinner that night. I went with my grandma to dinner that night. And then I came back home. I believe this was possibly the day before Thanksgiving, if I remember that correctly. Yeah, it was the day before Thanksgiving. And right when I came home, I went on the StreamYard and told them I made it. And then King Steven decided to do this crap. Wait a minute, I want to make sure it's playing. Okay, good. It is. That's what I was making sure. And then he types, he wasn't talking to me yet. Or maybe he was asking me a question. So, based off the name, the Raven King, I had a feeling it was King Steven. And so, look what I did a few seconds afterwards. So, here's what I typed. I think you're King Steven the Demon. And then he types to me, I think you are low IQ confused. So he was acting like he's not King Steven. Of course, I knew the whole time he was King Steven, but I decided to play and do his little game and pretend that I'm talking to someone that's not him. So look what I type up after that. It should show up. And as if he's not King Steven. I knew it was him. And so look what he does afterwards. And that's when he tells me to rot in hell. There you go. King Steven, there's your video evidence of this idiot, of this horrible, horrible man doing this. Honestly, it doesn't affect me because I know this guy's a loser. I know he is hypocritical, and I know everything that he says. We could point to him and say the same thing with the dark eyes. He's the demon. He's the loser. Yeah, he's horrible. Exactly. But now everyone gets to see. Oh God. Speaking of taking the UEE out of it and the all the other E's out of it, other than two of them here. Well, I decided to not post for a month because I'm too scared. I'm too scared because I know I lost. Holden, Jake, and Shady DVD LeFleur ratted me out. And I called everyone a piece of shit, including Jake. But now it's all coming back to haunt me. This has been embarrassing for me. And now I realize I may be the biggest piece of shit of all. Hehe. It's embarrassing because I actually used to share the truth about the flat earth, call out these shields, but instead I let my hatred of Jake and my bias and myself conflict me and turn me into a piece of shit. And now I'm just as bad, if not worse, than those other people. And I conflated the whole thing. And he likes to see trash like that. So that was a good word to put there. And by the way, thank you, Joe, for that comment. But I'm going to debunk one of my theories right now. And I'm going to do it again because last time that was the one where I sang and it got copyright struck. So we're going to do it again. So this is the part where I play his video, supposedly debunking Jake. And it's going to backfire on Q and Fee very, very heavily. And why we're doing this again is because my the last time I did this, it got copyright struck because I sang songs later on. So we're going to do this part again. And actually, I'm going to do this part first. And Kingpins to promote my buddy Shady DVD LaFleur. So we are going to use that label on purpose. Kingpin, the Kingpins. Here. So once this is, I don't want to. Uh-oh. There we go. Now we're ready. Now we are ready to go. So I'm going to load this up before I actually play that video. So it's already ready. Oh, good. Strong numbers again. Okay, good. I was worried something was going to happen. I guess we'll redo it again because my Wi-Fi kind of lagged there for a second. Oh, here we go. All right. This should do it. Although it didn't do the full thing, so I'm going to have to do it again. So let's do it again. Because I didn't get everything on my developer tool on my console. And the whole point is to prove Q and Phi wrong, not to have fun. Okay. Everyone ready for this? So easy to prove them wrong. Not Q and Phi. And when I say prove wrong, I'm proving Q and Phi wrong.
And some people with a brain.
My channel.
So Jake makes a good claim and a correct claim. So let's let Jake make his correct claim, and then Q and Phi mislead his audience, and then me debunking Q and Phi.
After the first video I made about you, subscriber for me. The guy,
So there's a few people who paid for memberships to my channel.
the guy you talk about now, you stole,
Slander.
brain, don't like that shit.
But then they go support the slander of me. And they think they can play both sides and come over here and pretend to be my friend.
I sound like maybe garbage, not baby shit, shit at all.
Their channel. Want to partake in the members only streams. And then they go over to a slander channel that's using artificial intelligence.
And Jake is correct. Q and Phi does use AI. So Q and Phi is going to try to get out of this, and it's going to backfire.
Typical, a brainwashed idiot.
Really? Why? Why is this brainwashed idiot? Because after Q and Phi makes this claim again, I'm going to just debunk the living crap out of him.
You don't even have a clue what is artificial intelligence. Total lunatic retard. So this is AI. No, it's scripts. Mostly Python. It's scripts that working together. No AI.
Really? So he says it's not AI. Okay, so I just made an AI image using ChatGPT. Okay, so this is the prepare script. Initiators, so these are the scripts that it needs. Wait a minute, I'm talking about scripts. So why am I talking about scripts? And look at all this stuff. And it takes scripts from other URLs. Here are all the initiators. It has to have all this code to make it work. This is how AI works. This is the finalized script. Here's the response. And look at how big this script is. So in other words, AI, artificial intelligence, are scripts that work together. And in this case, it's API and JavaScript, or JavaScript object notation, JSON. That's what's doing the AI. So these scripts, there is, for anyone who doesn't, fully know technology, AI is not a magical, yes, it seems really magical, and it is pretty strange. It doesn't just come out of magic thin air. People have to make the coding for it. And that coding is scripts that work together. That is what AI is. So these scripts work together. Human beings like me, or like, Q and Phi, or someone else, any human being that, knows how to do this, makes the scripts, and those scripts then allow for the computer to artificially make these images. It makes the artificial intelligence happen. So yes, artificial intelligence is scripts that work together. Q and Phi saying that there's no AI is a bunch of BS. Him saying that those two things are different. Q and Phi is the one that's brainwashing his audience into thinking that it's two different things. Everyone sees the scripts. That's what it is. It's scripts that work together. And in this case, it's JavaScript, it's API, it's JSON. That is what is making this happen. That is what AI is. Yes, with what Q and Phi was using, and it's very popular, especially with computer programming. There's a lot of Python. That is especially with Linux computers. Windows computers, it's more JavaScript. Back then, when we used to have funner websites as kids, we used ActionScript, which made the Flash. You remember Adobe Flash Player? That's what made that work. These things don't just work out of thin air. And I used to think that they worked out of thin air. No, there's scripts. The coding has to happen. AI is not magical. Yes, it can do magical things, but there needs to be a lot of coding and a lot of scripts that work together in order to make this picture on ChatGPT possible. So now that we've debunked the hell out of Q and Phi and caught him brainwashing his audience completely, yeah, he is. He had an opportunity and he blew it. Q and Phi. And now, with that being said, I now realize that I, Q and Phi, am the biggest piece of shit of all. After brainwashing my audience into thinking that those two things are separate when they're really the same thing. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. That is what AI is. So Q and Phi saying it's two separate things is a bunch of bullcrap. It's the same thing. That is AI. And then the AI allows you, in Q and Phi's case, to swap faces, to put voices in there. That's what the scripts do. Yeah, there's offline AIs. And you saw the files on it's AI. I mean, unbelievable. This guy. And then he's like, and then he made this claim. I never talked to any sock account. I never talked to him. Meanwhile, really, let's fact check that. And Jaron made this stupid sock account. And so, again, this is a horrible channel. Don't ever watch it. It's all bad. But I feel like I have to show it to this one. It's this one. So this is Jaron's sock account. And what I'm about to show you is Q and Phi talking to Jaron, the sock account. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, wait, no, it was the video after that. Oh, come on. Let's try this.
The truth should always be free.
No, it was the other one. Do I have to put my age in there? God damn it. I'm not... Now they're doing that crap too. What the hell is this? There's other videos where he talks. So, it's easy.
Do you mind?
Let's see here. No, not this video. It's one of these videos. God damn this thing. I hate this stupid thing. So I guess I got to do this crap. Sorry, everybody. This is... And I'm streaming on my computer, so that won't affect the thing. I just have to do it through my phone. Apparently this thing's full of shit. Oh my god, I hate this stupid thing. Okay. I feel like they're gonna do more of these stupid verification things in the future. I really do think that. I really, truly do believe in that. They're going to push this more and more. But because I'm forced to do it, apparently, because I have no other choice, yeah, let the phone do its job. What the hell is this? Oh my god. What the hell was that? That was so stupid. Oh, good. Okay, sorry about the technical difficulties here. Stupid stuff sometimes. All right, let's pull up. So I was talking about. So Kuhn Fee made the statement, I never talked to a soccer account in my life. I never talked to a soccer account about Jake. Look at this, Jaren's sock account. And look who's on the chat. Q and Fee's on the chat. Does everyone see this? Not gonna fly with me. Busted. Liar. Yeah. Yeah, JP Cruceno. Yeah, my Wi-Fi went down. Again. Oh my god. Okay. This is the part where I'm going to do that now. If I could find the freaking link to it. No, what? Screw this. I'm just going to put it on here again. Because it's easier for me. All right. Rose, Jonna, Shady Davy D, JP, whoever wants to do the end of the stream, here's the link. I'll give people a couple minutes to come over here before I shut it off on YouTube. This is the part where I am going to get copyright struck if I continue any further. So, yeah, we're getting to that part now. So, we are about done on here because I'll get copyright struck if I sing, apparently, on YouTube. So, anyone who wants to do that part, there's the link. So, I'll give people a couple minutes to do that, to get over on here for the end of the stream. All right. Although, are they almost done? Yeah, maybe not. Okay, never mind. Actually, something else is going on. So disregard what I just said. So that is going to be it for the night. Actually, we will do the scening. Maybe even tomorrow. I'm thinking of coming back on tomorrow. After the bowling. So we'll do the bowling, and then I'll come back on. And we'll sing then. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Have a good night.